Welcome to Cooking with Skinny and Minnie. I'm Chef Doug.
And I'm Chuck Love.
Well, Chuck, I keep seeing all this buzz about this national known pizza place that's having this crazy special. They're advertising pasta bread bowls.
Yo, I've been seeing this commercial everywhere. I want to try it so bad. This commercial, it looks so good.
It does, but you know what, Chuck? It does look good on the commercial, but I'm going to show you how to make it at home for a quarter of the price. You'll be able to feed 4 times the people for the amount you spend on one bread bowl there, and it'll taste 10 times better. So let's go ahead and learn how to do this.
Yeah, teach me how.
Alright, well, 3 of their bread bowls, they use the same sauce. They use a Primavera sauce. So we're going to go ahead and learn how to make a Primavera sauce. It is heavy cream and Parmesan cheese or locatelli cheese. That thickens it up, and that's basically the whole sauce. You add a little garlic for taste and salt and pepper, but that's the whole thing. Throw some butter so we can saute our garlic.
Okay.
There you go. You can throw another piece in there.
Big piece.
Yeah, that works. Go ahead and scoop some garlic in, Chuck. There you go. Throw a little more in there.
Yeah, can't go wrong with garlic. Like I said before, I love garlic.
We love garlic.
A little more, a little more.
A little more. Alright, there you go. There we go. And we'll let that get a little sauteed and translucent. Now you don't want to keep the garlic on there for long because it burns. Add our heavy cream. And we're just going to go ahead and put it back on the fire. We're going to heat it up till it comes right before it boils. Now you don't want it to boil because it'll actually start to foam out. As soon as it starts getting hot enough that it'll boil, you want to turn it down and let it come to a simmer. Then we're going to go ahead and thicken it up with our cheese. We're going to go ahead and add our locatelli cheese or Parmesan cheese, and that's going to thicken it up. Now that's pretty much the whole sauce. And then
That's the sauce.
That's the sauce. And you add a little salt and pepper for taste, and you got a home run. Alright, Chuck, now if you want to go ahead and add some locatelli, I'm going to bring it down to you.
How much should I put in there?
Just add a handful at a time. Go ahead, you can keep adding. And I'm going to go ahead and mix it in here. When you start to put a lot of cheese in here, it'll start to thicken up really quick. Alright, now Chuck, now that we've put a bunch of locatelli cheese in here and we have it back on the stove and it's cooking down and starting to thicken up, I like to add mozzarella to my Primavera sauce, so why don't you add a little shredded mozzarella?
Should I like this so it crumbles in there?
Yeah, nice. And I'm going to go ahead and whisk it in.
Some more?
And you see how it's thickening up already, Chuck?
Yeah.
That's how all that locatelli cheese, and also this cheese will also thicken it up a little bit. How you can tell its thickness, I'm going to show you a little trick with a spoon. What nappe is. We're going to stick the spoon in our sauce. What we want it to do is coat the whole spoon.
Coat the spoon.
Coat the spoon and then kind of just drip off. Just like it is. Look how perfect that is.
That looks great.
Look at that, y'all. That is a perfect sauce. They offer one that's called chicken carbonara. All that's in it, Chuck, is bacon, some sauteed onions, mushrooms, and some diced up chicken. So what we're going to do, you go ahead, we're going to throw this stuff in our sauteed pan.
Can I throw it all in at once?
Throw it all in, who cares?
Throw it all in.
Just go nuts, Chuck. There you go. Throw it all in. I'm going to saute it up a little bit. Next thing we're going to do, take a handful of our cooked penne pasta, mix it in there. Take our Alfredo sauce, mix it all up, serve it in our bread bowl. That's all they do, Chuck. Alright, Chuck, now that this is all sauteed up, I'm going to go ahead and throw a handful of penne pasta in. And now we got our Alfredo sauce. I'm going to go ahead and give us a nice scoop of that. I'll go ahead and toss it all around. It gets nice and coated up. Now, Chuck, I'm just mixing it all up real nicely, making sure the pasta and the vegetables and the chicken are all nice and coated with the Alfredo sauce. And as you can see, if I bring it down to your level, we're all nice and coated.
Oh, that's getting really mixing well now.
It's nice and mixed. And the next thing we do, we just got to go pop it into our bread bowl there, and we're home free. So let's go ahead and put it in our bread bowl, serve it up, and we'll compare if ours is better than this national pizza chain. Alright, Chuck, now we made our chicken carbonara pasta bread bowl, just like that chain pizza restaurant, except ours looks a lot fresher, probably tastes a lot better, and costs a lot less money, like a quarter of the price. So Chuck, why don't you give it a shot?
You got a fork?
No.
I'll dig in.
Dig in, Chuck. How's it taste?
It's great. Alright, I'm Chuck Love.
And I'm Chef Doug.
We'll see you next episode on Cooking with Skinny and Minnie.
See you next time.